We're back now at 8:46 with a really important question. How do you know if the person you're dating is the one?
Well, Jill Andres and Brook Silva-Braga decided to take their relationship on a wild test drive. They created 40 dates to simulate the challenges of real marriage and determine their fate.
Hello, I'm Brooke.
And hello, I'm Jill.
And we are the couple behind the marriage test.
40 dates over 1 year to measure a lifetime of compatibility. Brooke and Jill dated for 5 years, traveled the world together, lived together. But one question remained uncertain. Would they take that next big step together and become husband and wife?
So many of the things that ultimately break up marriages are really hard to practice for until you're actually married.
We actually wanted to step back and pressure test our relationship.
From finances to family, the test tackled issues that can make or break a marriage.
For 1 month, we are spending half of what we normally do.
For a month, we swapped credit cards.
Going on a lunch date with our exes.
And they documented their journey along the way.
To simulate the exhaustion of new parenthood, we're not going to let ourselves sleep for more than 3 straight hours. Each time we're woken up, we'll pull an activity out of our little bucket here and have to complete it before we go back to bed. We needed a baby, so we cut Mel, a 12-pound watermelon, to be our newborn for the week.
Mel required a lot of attention.
Our friends actually gave us their baby, 9-month-old Jack, for 24 hours in our care.
Like press the button or something?
Some tests led to a few laughs.
We're gonna handcuff ourselves to each other for 24 hours.
And some to tears.
I don't even really want to talk about that. The things that scare us, we're talking about them in a way that, you know, in your day-to-day life just doesn't come up.
We really do think other couples looking for a little more certainty before taking that big step towards forever might find these dates useful too.
Well, Jill and Brooke, authors of The Marriage Test, are with us now. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Well, spoiler alert, did it work? Are you married?
We
Success.
are, yes.
You did it. And do you really feel like going through these tests helped clarify things for you?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, because we've been dating for a few years, but with a year-long breakup in the middle.
Yeah.
So we reached a place I think a lot of couples do, which is, okay, we love each other, but how does a couple know how they'll be at marriage when so many of the things that seem to trip up marriages you don't really experience when you're still just dating, raising a family, combining money. Yeah. So these tests made it easier for us to make that step.
Whose fault was the breakup? No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. Which was the most challenging date for you two?
So, you know, one of the early dates we did for a month, we tried to live on half of what we normally spend. Yeah. And people say, you know, money is a tough thing in all relationships. And I think I kind of like poo-pooed that a little bit. Then you get into it and almost immediately there was tension. We weren't getting along so well. So I came away from that month thinking, you know, I have a lot of respect for how tough those types of moments can be for a healthy relationship.
Which test was your favorite?
Oh, boy. You know, we did one, a lot of them were complicated. We did a simple one. We didn't let ourselves use electronics for a week outside of work hours. And it was relaxing. I slept better. We connected in all the ways a couple connects. It was really a good week.
Do you think this would work for everybody? Do you recommend that all people contemplating marriage try some version of this?
Absolutely. So, like a great date that we always recommend for people, we say, you know, what we did, we recorded a fight. And then we listened to ourselves back about a week later when we cooled off.
That's courageous.
And you know what? Turns out I talk a lot. Maybe you don't let Brooke get all the words in that he'd like. So we recommend everyone give something like that a shot because it really can help.
I think the most important thing it did for us was then when we went through all these stressful parts of actually getting engaged and married, we had already dealt with this stuff. Long before we were engaged, we had already had a conversation about the religion we would raise our kids, what we do about a prenuptial agreement, what we do about changing our last names. And so it's made this year of marriage, I think, a lot easier than it would have been.
Was there anything you just could have never prepared for?
Writing a book together?
Yeah.
You survived that too.
Yeah, just barely.
I think it's a great idea. Yeah. I really do.
And the book is called The Marriage Test. Jill and Brooke, thank you.
Thank you.
Next, Tiffany Thiessen is here to make a great recipe for your Super Bowl party. And she'll take that party to the next level. But first, this is Today on NBC.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.